Do you find your thoughts or inner chatter disrupt your meditation? This is a very common challenge that many people face during meditation. And the easiest way to solve this issue is to prepare your mind for meditation by incorporating mental awareness exercises into your daily routine. These exercises will help you to become aware of your thoughts and your feelings without judgment. In this video, I will share 7 mental awareness exercises that will help you to break the chain of your negative thought patterns. In the last video, I talked about physical sensory awareness exercises, and that is the beginning stage. That is where you start. So if you haven't watched that video yet, please stop this video, watch that one, and come back to this video again. After you have a collection of some good and pleasant physical sensory awareness activities in your brain or in your memory, then we're ready to go to the next step, which is mental awareness activities, which is discussed in this video. So continue watching. The purpose of mental awareness activities are two things. The first thing is to check in with yourself, acknowledge your thought patterns, see if they are positive or negative. Positive, don't touch it. But if they are negative, then your second task is to instantly replace it with something else. What you're doing at this point actually is that you're training your brain or your thoughts that you are in control. Regardless if you do meditation or if you don't do meditation, and if you just know how to control your thoughts, this is a valuable, a massive skill to have, which is transforming all areas and all aspects of your life. Let me go over it one more time. So let's say you are stopping yourself and you're noticing your thought patterns at any moment. And if that thought patterns are negative, you just instantly decide that you're going to replace it with something else which is positive. If nothing positive comes to your mind instantly at that moment, remember one of those physical sensory activities that will bring you joy at that moment. So replace it with those thoughts. Of course, this does not solve your problem, which is why you are in a negative state of mind to begin with. But even if you were able to change the course of your thought for a second, momentarily, it means that you are able to change the course of your thoughts, which is massive. You can control your thoughts by injecting something else deliberately and consciously deciding to replace your negative thoughts with something positive. The 7 mental awareness activities that I'm going to be talking about are just examples. Of course, you will find opportunities throughout your day to practice with your mind and practice playing with your thoughts. I promise you, this is a lot of fun. But you will need to promise me that you will share your experiences and to see how much you enjoyed these exercises or practicing changing the course of your thoughts. The first opportunity is that when you find yourself to be bored, you're somewhere doing nothing, you're waiting in a line somewhere, you're in a doctor's office waiting for your turn, then that is the time to close your eyes and just daydream. Daydream to be in your happy place. And that will elevate your mental awareness state at that moment. Second instance is that when you're disappointed, it means that your expectation was not met and you're disappointed. So instead of ruining your day all day long and staying disappointed, then you just decide to think of something else, to change the course at that moment and think of some physical awareness activity that you did. Like, for instance, walking barefoot. What did that feel to walk barefoot right now? Then all of a sudden you will feel yourself not disappointed anymore. The next time when you feel burned out, stressed out, and you feel like your head is exploding and you need a break, so just take that break. Take that 5 minutes break and just go in your room or in your office somewhere. Just close your eyes and go on a real virtual vacation in your head. When was the last time that you went on vacation, and what was the experiences that you can remember? Or think of somewhere that you can go for vacation, and think of walking on the beach and lying down on the sand and everything else that makes you feel good. So that is instantly going to put you in a different state of mind. The next instant is when you find yourself to be worried. Worrying is something that doesn't help anybody. It just happens. We just worry at some moment. But instead of worrying and spiraling our chain of thoughts towards really panic attack or anxiety, then we just go the opposite direction and think of all the best case scenarios that could happen. Instead of worrying, we can change it to something positive, excitement, or something to look forward to. The fifth instant is when you find yourself to be sad. Well, sadness is part of life, and we find ourselves to be sad sometimes. Things are not in our control all the time, so we are sad. So the first thing that we do is to acknowledge, yes, we are sad, but I don't want to remain to be sad. So what do? I command my mind to go somewhere else, somewhere happy. So I can think of a baby laughing or think of my happy place again. The sixth instant is when we are fearful. Well, fear is a very natural state of being, and we experience it all the time. So when you're fearful at that moment, you're acknowledging that I am fearful. If the fear is not real, and actually a lion or something is not chasing you, then the fear is imaginary and lives in our brain. So then what we do is to break that thought patterns, the negative thought patterns of being afraid, to a positive thought pattern of being brave or capable. The seventh instance is when you find yourself to be nervous. Nervousness is something that can escalate to be anxiety and full panic attack. So instead of going that route, you can stop yourself, break the chain, and think of something else. Replace your nervousness with something else positive instead, so you can elevate your mental awareness at that moment. These were some examples of opportunities when you can break the chain of your negative thought patterns and replace it with a positive thought patterns in the broad daylight without trying to meditate. Watch the next video in which I am sharing heart awareness or spiritual awareness, which is step number 3 of our meditation journey. And I'll see you there.